Hello and welcome to the SpeedGaming No Logic 24 tournament. Today we have one of our round 2 matches, dotdot versus Skele, and this is game 2 of the best of 3. Dotdot had to play through round 1, and I think this is just yeah. I think we'll be underway shortly. There was a slight something slowing us from getting started on time. It looks like they've started in the race time, so we should move right along. Alright, it seems like we're getting pretty conventional starts. Skele's setting up the tree pole prize packs to have a look at those shortly. Also, I like how his timer displays the zeros even though doesn't have any numbers in it yet. It looks nicer that way. I didn't see what was on the lumberjack ledge. I thought it looked like a rod, but I could be wrong. Maybe somebody can scream at me. Skele trying to dash through the bush crab. They're pretty rubbery. Alright, maybe I'll get a better look at the item on Skele's trip. The lumberjack. Oh, it's a small key. I'm wasted. Perfect. We didn't want to do that anyway. Alright, they've both basically done the same thing, but in the reverse order. Dotdot will end up saving the old man, most likely, and Skele might do the overworld checks first. And the mirror is on the spectacle rock. We're going to grab that immediately. There's no reason to wait. It's super good. They're going to go into Hera and immediately make use of that. Just kidding, we're gonna pick up the money. Oh, that's dupable. We could turn in the mushroom and then we could dupe it to have it again for fake powder. That would be the big brain play. We get the map, the pod. That's sort of decent because we normally go in the pod most of the time for items, and you can decide from there if you want to beat it or if it's a pendant. You can traverse further in the underworld. All right, I like this from Skele. The hover's not that big of a deal, but it's nice to get your feet wet early. See how your hover juice feels. If you're not confident, you can make some decisions based on that. Dot's squeezing the tent while they talk to the hobo. Yeah, I think with the mushroom thing, it's probably better just to save scum it, but like maybe the mushroom's actually something good and you want both things. Alright, looks like Skele's gonna grab that map immediately, valuing the information. The map to desert, sort of useful, sort of decent, depending on how creative you are. Oh, that's a great question, Fox. I have no idea. I wonder if... Maybe I'll try it later. Yeah, we could just get the seed from the race time and test it. I thought getting a glove, that is also, I think, doable. Not that I would know how to, or that anyone would bother, but one glove is more than sufficient most of the time. He seems... well, dot's dead. That's fine. We respawn in this game. Okay. There's a sword in the well. That's pretty decent. Looks like dot's just retracing their steps to go back to what they were doing. It's not that far. I would probably do the same thing. Okay, red cane. The seed's getting a little bit less dry. That allows us to do several things depending on what we have, but with the cane alone we can do some door glitches, some jukes, and some transition corruptions. Early on it's good for traversing from desert to Thieves Town, opening the attic and getting a few extra checks. Oh, we're gonna fake powder the magic bat this early. Huge. Just kidding. We're gonna... Alright, now we're going to do it. I always forget the inputs here, and I definitely press the wrong directions, and it looks like Skele might have the same problem I do. I didn't... yeah, okay, that's fine. They just didn't go far enough over to press up. I missed what was in Mini Molorn Cave. Except for the small key to Hera, which is pretty good. Are you kidding me? It actually has something. This game is great. I love Zelda. The lamp is pretty huge for those that don't know. It's a fire source. It's actual light, and it's an index setter for hook pushing and other ancilla related glitches. Yeah, now we don't need the mushroom. Everything we spoke about was garbage compared to just getting the lamp. Also, we have the Desert Palace small key. I'm being informed. I'm really bad at paying attention. Sometimes when I speak, my eyes don't work anymore, so it's fine. I can only use one sense at a time. Alright, the green pendant is in pod, which we already have the map for. There's a bottle. Very good. It seems like dotdot is avoiding all of the good stuff that's available to us early on. So, do we expect to see an Argus skill this early? Is that a reasonable thing to do? It doesn't seem like it, but maybe. Maybe I'm dumb. We're definitely going to Thieves Town. I'm surprised. Oh, could Skele clip down there, or is that broken from the TC? We're not stealing the key. I'm in the future. It already didn't happen. dotdot is getting the big key to pod. That's pretty good. That's a cave state big key. If we enter a dungeon from a cave, we'll be able to use that key as a big key. I didn't see what that was. I don't think it was ammo. I think it was likely some kind of item. Maybe it was just maybe it was arrows and we already had arrows. You can find your way home. I don't know what any of the flavor text for any of those kind of things are. Alright, we're gonna get a look at Paradox Cave. Skele did some of the mountain, but not any of the juicy parts, I guess. dotdot getting blue mail, arguably the best mail. It doesn't mess up the math for your death warps. That Moldorm's living his best life, dude. We got Crystal Desert. I think it was a red crystal, and I think it was a pendant Hera, but my eyes don't work, so... Does dotdot want that cape? It seems like not right now. Oh, we do. There is. You can clip from the bottom of this room to the door. I don't know how much faster or slower it is. Maybe they don't know the setup, or maybe they just didn't want to. Okay, it looks like dot's going to pod. It seems decent enough. Alright. It already paid off. Surely Skele will get that at some point, but maybe if they hold it off, it might take them a while to get there because pod is the green pendant. So they just might not want to go there. I'm not sure what the alternative is once they clear all these garbage checks. Oh, Skele went too far down. So something I learned about these the auto door jukes is in that scenario, all you have to do is tap down for a frame, and Link will traverse the entire doorway. Then you just wait, and then you can press up. You don't need to hold the direction for any amount of time, which isn't blatantly obvious to me. And the same with the one in Palace of Darkness or any bomb wall. Why was dot skipping chests? I didn't see which one they skipped. Yeah, you don't really want to skip chests, but sometimes it may not be worth your time or struggle to get the chest. Like, for example, left side swamp is probably most of the time a lot worse in this rule set, unless you have specific gear to get there. Yeah, also what Malmo's saying, you can refill chest contents, but you need something to refill it with from a different room. And when you transition corruption to load the data from one room to another, it'll refill the chest contents. So yeah, it seems so far that dot's route has been quite a bit worse through no fault of their own. You just didn't go where the things were. Well, alright. The commentator's boon. Alright, if anything cool happened, I missed it because I was fixing my screen real estate. I had the chat too far away from the stream. Where was the sword? I don't remember. I'm sure 7 other people will yell in the chat, tell us where it was. CAC, well, yeah. Dot hasn't won the CAC yet. Which is pretty standard for this mode. Typically, you can combo CAC with some other check like Thieves Town or Skullwoods, or you can fake Flute or Village of Outcasts or something, instead of just going there by itself. But it also is a lot of checks. So yeah, I don't expect either player to beat Helmasaur. Yeah, dot's just leaving, which is fine. I think that's good with what they have. I don't know if I expect them to get the lamp, but maybe where they skipped CAC so long, maybe they can do a thorough check. And yeah, Skele doesn't have the pod big key like dot, so Skele's come here specifically to get this big key for Cave State traversal. That map check was way too fast for me to see anything. I guess they only had swamp that we didn't know, and I didn't see what it was. Apparently it's a pendant, so we have all the information already between both runners. Hera, Pod, and Swamp are the 3 pendants, which are pretty decent. Mire can typically be the most difficult thing to deal with, depending on your gear. I wonder if Skele's going to go to Thieves Town from here. Oh, the Master Sword in Castle Tower. That's... Oh, we're doing a thing that I don't know. Oh, okay. We just get this chest for free. So yeah, for those that don't know, what happened was... I have no idea what the item was, but that's fine. It's not my problem. I'm not the tracker. Yeah, for those that don't know what happened, Skele used a potion on the same frame that they transitioned a subtile transition door, and it moved them up an extra subtile worth of room, which conveniently placed us there. And now we see dotdot doing the big Village of Outcasts and cat combo. And Skele's gonna go to Pod and get their Moon Pearl, and this should be... We are starting to get a lot of tools. They'll get their bow as well. And we'll probably be in Rod Go mode. Skele does have the Master Sword. It's not on the tracker. Yeah, they're definitely just going over each other's checks at this point. I still think Skele's routes worked out quite a bit better. It'll be interesting to see whether dotdot gets the lamp or not. Also, Skele's up 1-0 in this best of 3. Yeah, dotdot getting their first sword. Feels pretty good to have a weapon that you don't have to aim. Dotdot showing us that you can throw the bomb into the chest. Or not dotdot, sorry. I can read. I don't recall where Ether was, but this amount of medallions looks good for our runners. It looks like... Oh, dotdot setting up a tree warp. What did they do that they're duping? Was it the sword? Is it the Cackwell sword? So yeah, I will try to explain this with my limited knowledge of how to explain it, but basically they're doing a series of things to load blah 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 things into certain things. It looks like they've messed it up and given up. But they wanted to arbitrarily call a wall master to pull them back to the Cackwell to duplicate the sword. Or I'm totally wrong. You'll see that they're doing a relatively specific setup, which I'm unfamiliar with it. I learned it a long time ago, and the setup has gotten a lot better. Skele getting their bow. So yeah, the chickens and the thief is all part of the process here. Yeah, that might have... There is some kind of failure rate, but I don't know the specifics. Yeah, dotdot getting their Master Sword. Pretty cool play. Cool to see that and show it off. I don't know how much we've seen it on Restream yet. And I think you can do that with most Is it cave content? As long as you can traverse to the village of outcasts and perform the trick. I don't know what Fox is asking, and I feel stupid. But we know that the Trinex is a crystal. Fake light world. That's a great question. I'd probably know if I actually had watched the screen beyond the trick. So yeah, Skele's gonna go to Hookshot Cave area and probably Dark Death Mountain. Maybe Turtle Rock, maybe GT. I don't know what they have for... I feel like they don't have a potion. Can you STC from the Hookshot Cave? It was Fake Light World. Huge. Does anybody know why the screen that Skele's in, sometimes the screen scrolls with you and sometimes it doesn't? I haven't figured that out. I don't know if it's a walking pattern thing or... I haven't tested it, so that's probably why I don't know. And this is particularly why I asked, because when you fall, this trash happens. Yeah, and I think, now that I think about it, I think JD Silvergun's kind of right. This doesn't seem very fast or good for all the stuff that they have. They have the gloves to get in here. They have the Moon Pearl, they have the mirror, they have all kinds of easy access. And the juke is a little bit slow. They did get their mitts. And I don't think that matters. I guess I might have been a little premature when I was talking about Go Mode with the big key situation. I got a little excited. Bombos is required for TR entry. We definitely have no other way into there. It looks like he's going to open it. I guess that makes sense. There's the ice rod in the mire shed. Huge. Skele sees that Mire's a crystal. Dot sees that Mire's a crystal and swamps a pendant, which they might have already saw. I forget who checked what, even though Muffins is doing an excellent job of tracking. Alright, we're going to do a North STC to go to the roller room without the fire rod. Pretty essential trick, just because if the fire rod's in here, you need to be able to get it. Or, you know, the Hyrule Castle map and some bombs. Very important. So yeah, Skele going into the... I thought they were in fake Dark World. They must have mirrored earlier, or I'm wasted. They're not getting the big key. Maybe they want to do it from this side. Imagine being able to get that fairy. Alright, we'll actually get to see what these items are. I don't think they were important. Skele did get them with the broken camera, but dotdot just had the small key. A singular arrow. Huge. Yeah, Fox is completely correct in being angry. You can just boom the bonk rocks before you bonk into it, and then you'll automatically collect the fairy. I think the hook shot as well, anything that would pick it up. Looks like dotdot's going to swamp. They've done an east STC. This will put them in the diver down room. And they're going to do the diver down. If they want to continue to get the waterfall chest, they will have to reload the room with the fading transition, which I don't think they want. Am I wrong? Alright, that was... we missed a step. At least I wasn't wrong. But yeah, that was just a quick couple of checks. Dotdot does have the bottle. They got it from the desert ledge with the green potion in it. I don't have the audio very loud on my end. I like to hear myself talk. I think they're going to use the bottle to go kill Landmolus, I suppose. Do you have to go through all of this reloading the super tile when it's the green potion? I thought that was only if you have the red one. But maybe they want the key as well or something. I don't know. Oh, they could mirror door as well. They have to mirror out, but I guess that might be slow. I don't know what's better or worse. This is to prevent VRAM with green. Okay, I didn't know if it was necessary. Okay. I always forget the rules of how this one works. Dotdot showing us why the ice rod stinks as a weapon. Yeah. We don't like the ice rod. Alright, I've kind of missed everything that was in TR. I only have one eye, so I can only look at one screen. Guessing by the tracker, we didn't find anything too crazy. Maybe the book. Ice rod and big key chest. Huge. So Skele is pretty comfy on items. If they could find the hook shot, they would start sailing through things. But they definitely need the fire rod. Yeah, there's in this particular mode we call it no logic double rods. and it's our preferred mode for tournament racing, just to prevent the rods being stuck on Trinex and the seed being unbeatable. We do have some other modes that prevent that. One is called Key Lock, where only big keys are on the bosses, so you would prevent that lock. And I think there's another one, the 7-6 people will play, where you only have to kill 6 of the bosses or something. I don't know. But this mode seems pretty good. And just in general, I like having 2 of the rods in the pool. I think it's fun. And as a player, it still seems like I get in rod go mode an awful lot for there being extra copies of the rods. Was that the big key to Thieves? I tried to read it, but I got distracted. But yeah, I personally like this mode quite a bit. And then there's just regular, no logic, where you just risk the chance of... It's still pretty unlikely for those things to happen. Okay, so Argus is a pretty easy one. I think every glitched way we have to enter the Argus boss room, the screen is unlocked, either east to west or north to south. And if you scroll the boss off screen, the puffs will just disappear. And there are some caveats to that to keep yourself safe, but the short answer is you can despawn the puffs and just kill the body. Which we probably won't see in this seed, because the runners have no incentive to go there. But yeah, if you continue watching the tournament races, you'll definitely see a glitched Argus. Or you might not see it, because it'll be VRAM'd. And then the commentators will just tell you what happened. But yeah, the best way to get there is you can do a trick that we call Death Hole Argus from Desert Palace that gets us there in a nice state to kill the boss, where you can actually see things. Dot getting the terrible red mail on 15 hearts, not that big of a deal because we have the mirror, but that's... the red mail stinks. He doesn't have to do Death Hole Argus, yeah. The big key to GT. I was just about to bring that up. I wonder at which point the runners would be incentivized to go to GT. Dot doing the cool looking fake flipper setup there. I guess it's probably fast too. I remember seeing about it and I didn't learn it. I don't think it's very difficult. Yeah, Skele is just going to do Thieves Town normally, which you don't see very often. It's a pretty easy dungeon to glitch to. You can get there with just bombs if you have to, but it's a little bit more difficult. I think. dot blasting the uncle with a nice cold chill. Oh, it's probably the setup for the YBA. That makes more sense. Yeah, dot's going to do something you would see more often in this category, where they're going to use their sword as the visual cue for the door transition, and then you just use the potion on the same frame that you transition. And they're choosing to keep their sword out to not get hit by that guy, which probably doesn't matter here. So if the hook shot doesn't turn up, the lamp isn't really that big of an advantage for Skele that they got from the fake powder. Because I think either dot forgot that they could fake powder, or didn't choose to, or for whatever reason they just weren't going there. Unless the powder shows up. Yeah, so dot's in cave state. They don't want to collect the dungeon prize here. Alright, ice. That was the fire rod? It looked blue, but I'll take your word for it. I think Malmo said about the same thing. Maybe we're both just colorblind. But anyway, dot has to reload the dungeon to not be in cave state to collect the proper prize. So that's... Well, I think we actually saw both of the ice rods already. So is that go mode for Skele? Let's play the game where we put the puzzle together in my small little brain. Yeah, we can delete the eastern big key door. We can do desert easily. Skullwoods is easy. Ice Palace is easy. Mire... If Mire is Quake, it's less easy. That's what could stump us. How many bottles does he have? Just one. I'm pretty sure. I think we've only seen the one. Oh, we might need two to do the whole sequence of duping Mire. Mire's Bombos. That is right. We checked it. And it's even on the tracker. Everything is Bombos. Right. We can just... So I guess that's go mode. Pending... What did we do about the Trinex big door? We could delete the door. Or we could go there... No, we can't do that. We could delete the big door. But maybe they'll just keep checking stuff along the way while they clear dungeons and either find hook pushing, which they could travel to Turtle Rock from Mire and use that big key. Yeah, you can unlock it from Mire. It's a obsolete ancient speedrun tech. Uh-oh. Hand job. Alright, they're just leave. It's fine. You can also delete the door from TR. I never thought about that. Would it be similar to how you do the double YBA? The digging suggests not go mode, yeah. Uh-oh. We're back for seconds, baby. Alright, not a big deal, but it can get pretty frustrating. Alright, we're gonna do the STC for some reason, which sometimes has hardware limitations. You're supposed to do a spin one there, right? Is this terrible? Or am I wrong? It's not a spin, this should be fine. Yeah, this is if you have any light sensitivity, you should have looked away 15 seconds ago. Yeah, this is intended. But I don't know why they're doing this. When they could just do the room normally. Maybe they were low on magic or something. Well, yeah, they just reset, so are we sure? Are we sure that was fine? I thought it was a spin, but I guess that doesn't make sense. That would put you way too far. Oh, they've lost a lot of stuff. They haven't save and quit. I wouldn't be surprised if they forfeit. Yeah, dot's forfeit. No shame in that. After that happened, it looked like it's definitely insurmountable. Skele just has to go and find the solution for Total Rock Big Key Door. But it does feel bad. Am I supposed to do something with the commentary control? Should I... Let me see. Oh, I have the option to unforfeit them. I don't think I want to do that. I don't know if they'd want to come in for an interview or how to make that happen. Or if they're in the chat and they want to talk about it. If it were me, I would already be well away from my computer and doing something else. Dot did a trick that seemed to have hard-locked their game, and they lost a ton of progress. They lost, like, everything. I would say that Skele was in the lead anyway, but that still doesn't feel good. Yeah, dot's in the... Hey, welcome in.
Hello.
I don't want to say GG because you probably don't want to hear it, but yeah.
So sad about that one. My route was like so good.
So, do you know why the trick failed? Is that something you've done in Rando before?
I have done that. That's never happened. It's taken like a while before, but never that long. Maybe I should have waited for longer.
Maybe, yeah. I'm unsure. I know that that's also a trick that has if you're on the console and you're playing on the FX Pack Pro, depending on your firmware, it could mess up and stuff like that. So it's kind of finicky.
Yeah, I'm playing on emulator, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue.
Maybe,
that's just
maybe
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Maybe I should have just waited on that screen to see if it resolved, because it might have. I don't know, but it didn't look like it was going to. And
no, it certainly didn't.
I thought I like save and quit like at least sometime recently, but I like opened the file. I didn't even have a sword. And,
yeah, I was very surprised when you went back to the file select screen and your inventory is basically empty. It looks like maybe after pod was the last time you save and quit.
Yeah. Maybe it's because like I got wall mastered back and there's like a fading transition. Maybe I think that might be why, but I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe. So what did you need to finish the seed? Do you have it?
Oh, I was
like,
go moding, yeah.
You're at go mode, so yeah, okay. I would say Skele was a little bit ahead of you in items for convenience things. They have the Meyer Big Key. The only problem they had was dealing with the Turtle Rock Big Door, which it doesn't seem like the way they're playing, they're still collecting items and stuff. So I don't know if they have a solution for that right now.
Yeah, it's very easy to delete it from Maya. That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, he's in Meyer now. I don't believe he did anything like that. His route was quite a bit different than yours in the way that you did things basically in the opposite order. he found the cane in the bottle earlier, and all that stuff, I guess. He did a fake powder for the lamp that was on Magic Bat, which I guess it doesn't really matter now, but if he finds the hook shot, it would have been pretty fast to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, any big thoughts about the... I don't know what kind of questions to ask. It's a terrible way to lose the race.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I expect to lose to Skele anyway, so it's not like a huge deal. But
yeah, I have to play checks next, and I'm definitely expecting to lose.
Yeah,
I want one of the races to be competitive. So let's see, where does that put you? So yeah, you don't have your next opponent assigned yet. It'll be the loser of Red Kitsune and Bread, I think. And they've only done one match, so you might have to wait a bit on that. Or let me check the schedule. Their next match is tomorrow morning at 2 Eastern. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. You're welcome to stick around if you want. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to.
I'll probably give it a sec. Like,
yeah.
There's not much to say other than like my plan for the next bit was just to delete the Totoro big door from Maya, which is just 2 STCs, and then the rest of the seed is like kind of free. It explains itself.
Yeah,
I was gonna dream open with a sword too.
I don't know if Skele has seen that Swamp Palace is a pendant yet. I'm pretty sure they have the map, but they just haven't checked it. According to the tracker, I could be wrong. It seemed like he was a little bit ahead of you, even, it's like slightly ahead. But if you had a better plan, it might have worked out for you to win, depending on what you both found. I like that you you duped the sword with the tree warp. I think that was the first time we saw that in this tournament.
I did it
on restream. Oh well, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the same place as well. There was a sword in Cackwell.
I'm not super familiar with the trick. I understand how it works, and I learned it a long time ago, but I wouldn't be able to do it if I needed to.
Yeah, I do have a guide on it, but it's like buried in my channel, so... Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry I had to leave early.
Oh, that's alright.
I just left for the solo stream, but I hope it's still fun to watch.
Well, we still get the... It might be. We'll see. I don't know if Skele has the race room open or anything like that. They didn't say anything, so maybe they just don't check it.
Yeah. Alright.
But yeah, thanks for the race, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you very much. Bye bye.
So for this not to be a double forfeit, Skele still has to finish the seed, which looks like a thing that's going to happen. But yeah, GG's to dotdot. I'm sure that's not the last time we'll see something like that in this tournament, but it does feel bad. Skele making sure they have a 3-second buffer to hold up for this spin YBA. I don't know if it's like it for everybody else, but when I go to do a YBA or a spin YBA, I have like a 2-second delay where I take a deep breath and then I hammer the buttons absolutely as hard as I can. And that looked like what he had done there. I don't have to answer that. See, that's Landmolus and the Desert Crystal. It looks like we're going to be Argus, which is not conducive at all to anything we want to do, but he doesn't know that. Oh, maybe he's just hoping that TR is not the... That makes more sense. Because he has the flippers, he has the pearl, he has the mirror. Argus is relatively easy. Checking the map to see which floor we're on. Definitely not part of the trick setup at all. So yeah, this is the Argus death hold that I said we wouldn't see. They did a transition corruption in the north door to spawn invisible pits, and they're using a death hole to create our... to make use of our pit destination ID. Oh, he's scrolling the screen up. I never thought about that. I think you want Argus to move north on his third movement, because you can see he's too low here. What happened was he touched the north wall on his second movement, and then for some reason he just goes back down instead of going like horizontal. So you want to be pretty and yeah, if Skele will get hit every time he's not touching the bottom of the arena. And maybe even if he is. With the way that they despawn the buffs. The big key to Swamp Bros. So yeah, Skele will probably go through a bunch of trash to dupe that prize that he doesn't need. But I guess not right now. I'm just gonna do Eastern. Oh no. We're taking the peasant's path. Wallmaster does not ruin your STC. Yeah, I wonder if maybe dotdot had to wait. I'm unsure. But I think everybody gets the same feeling when you're trick like that, or your mirror door starts taking way too long. And it's just, oh no. It's been 2 minutes. When will it end? Oh, I guess you have to... I'm not familiar enough with how the trick works. Maybe the trick had resolved and you just had to press up, but I'm really unsure. Oh, the hammer's just right there. That's mildly helpful. Let's just go to GT, I guess. I don't know what we would need there. Nice stealth room. I should take notes. I'm not sure where the Eastern Big Key was, but we didn't need it with our current gear. We had multiple ways to unlock the big door. But the Big Key is the easiest. I guess we could go back in the VOD and check it, because you could see from the emulator input display. I thought you wanted to press up. I'm really unsure. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that we have the variances between the vanilla and the rando ROM on how specific tricks work, but it's not very many. It's only the tricks that are already inconsistent. Now, I remember on the FX Pack Pro, I couldn't get that trick to work at all with the firmware, the 10.3 beta or something. The one that introduced the USB functionality. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt. But yeah, maybe it's a thing we can look into. Because we do have the seed. And by we, I mean somebody that's not me. Yeah, I think that's one of the tricks. I don't know if you want to do that one on the NT at all. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. Also, I don't know whether... if it were vanilla, I don't know if it matters. Like, if you're on the regular cart versus the NT software, I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't think it does. I think it's been tested. Time it yourself. I refuse. I will sit here with my arms crossed. And I will argue about what I feel without testing it. Maybe Skele will do the same thing and we'll get a double forfeit. Seems unlikely. Yeah, you gotta... Not even just the format, but anybody that chooses to be on Restream and participate in the tournaments, like it doesn't matter how many times you play on Restream, there's still a lot of pressure, and like most of your friends will make fun of you for all the dumb things that happen, but there's still pressure and stress and all of that junk. It's a pretty good hammer moth. Now we never have to use the hammer again. Typical Zelda. You'll actually learn how to... I forgot to ask you, I was curious why you went for the trick, because I thought it was just straight up quite a bit slower than just doing the room. And you had the fire rod. I didn't take note of how much magic you had. You can turn and... Oh, the power's on the pedestal. Incredible. Yeah, I guess that's fair. You did get wall mastered twice before that happened, which is probably why you went for the trick. Yeah, that's actually a room that stubs up a lot of NMG players. There's a safe strat, and they still get loved up on it. Well, I don't think the SDC's fast. Yeah, your ROM has to game as well, yeah. So I'm not sure where Skele's going here. Oh, are we getting information? Ice Palace Admire. Yeah, I guess they really don't want to do Swamp or Turtle Rock. I think Chex was probably distracted from the person that hopped in the VC. Hey, bro. Yeah, Skele doesn't have the swamp map, so they're set up to dupe the crystal eventually if they want to, but they don't want to. Which I guess they're probably going to do that now. Just kidding. Oh, not just kidding. Yeah, getting the prize is very easy. They've already killed the boss. They probably just wanted to be sure. And they've said nothing in the race room, so they're probably just gaming. Not trying to be distracted. Yeah, maybe he wants to go mode ice though. But I guess I don't know what's better, wasting time collecting the swamp crystal and then go moding ice, or full clearing ice, and I don't know. None of it's good. Oh yeah, the vanilla swamp entry. You love to see it. Yeah, I didn't realize for a while during my terrible commentary that they didn't know whether swamp was a crystal or pendant. I like what they did there. I've started doing this sometimes too. in a low risk scenario, I'll select buffer the YBA because I don't want to risk wasting the potion. That's not high enough. It's fine. We wanted to go down here anyway. At least we have we do have the swamp big key, so we can get back up. That would have been quite unfortunate. Huge. All 4 rods, yeah. 2 with my hands and 2 with my feet, baby. Yeah, dotdot had it seemed like a trick they did had caused a crash, and they lost a ton of progress. And the amount of stuff lost was basically insurmountable, as long as Skele finishes the seed within the time that an adult could do it. Half magic. Really helps the stream. Pendant. Oh yeah, that's the swamp pendant. That's not what they wanted to see. Yeah, Skele's still looking for a solution to Turtle Rock, either hook pushing or the TR. Oh, that's a solution. They can double YBA to try next now, assuming they know it, which I would assume they do. They do need... I couldn't possibly think of where we were going. Yeah, they realized they used the potion for the prize dupe just then. They need another super tile one. So yeah, they probably... Wouldn't you want to do ice here first? Oh, they are. That's why. Oh, I guess they could just do that vanilla too. They have the mitts that I was taking a dump on. And they did the spooky setup to save the 4 frames in the lobby. Wait, why did we kill the guy if we're just gonna clip? I'm so confused. It's fine. It's none of my business. Well, Skele is super low on bombs, but that's not really a problem. We can just get the cold stare manually. The peasant's path. I'm not sure if they can find anything that would help them, other than just getting the hook shot for safety. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. I get hyper fixated on what I think my go mode is, and then I start disregarding the things that I pick up or the other options that I have. And I would say everybody's guilty to that. If you look at my race last night, I forgot so many things that it was unreasonable. Yeah, if they find the TR big key, they can just go in the door. That's pretty handy. They're still looking for it. Maybe they're not confident in the YBAs. Turtle Rock's a crystal. The old man stingy today. Push up your glasses, zoom in the camera, press the buttons. Press them on alternating frames and feel bad about yourself. Talkie to this dungeon. It's vanilla, baby. I'm operating under the assumption that they know how to do that they know how to find the big key to this dungeon. That... I didn't think that was a key dash. Alright, anyway, yeah, easy Trinax kill, then we just wrong warp to Agatu and kill Ganon. So that would have been a time loss for dotdot. They would have went and deleted the door. And I guess Skele probably lost more time checking a million things along the path, but the big key was just right there. I would have been inclined to dip in earlier after the juke to hookshot gave. They had the pearl and they had the mirror. I would have done a little mirror wrap just to have a peek. Maybe that's why I'm bad, but it is 4 checks. At least 4. Everything I do is for checks. Oh, they're doing the new setup. Imagine not doing tricks from 2013. I think we did something wrong. Does that mean we missed the quadrant glitch? I don't know the visual cue for this one. I don't know if it's the same as the other one. It looks like he's stopping a frame early, but I have no judgment for where this is. Is this good? It's when your select menu makes a unibrow on the bots. Oh, did we just dash left here? Preferably aligned with the top wall. Oh, we're gonna despawn him. Okay, we got a couple friends to work with. Are we gonna 3-cycle with 2 Agas? Oh no. Gaming. Yeah, the other guy's on break. I don't remember this part of the game. Me neither. So the lamp ended up being almost completely useless. I don't know if we even used it in a dark room. The item box looks really nice. It's very pretty. Did you find arrows in my tower? No, we didn't go to that dump. Nice slash. It does the same amount of damage as spin on the with the gold sword. It's a good adjustment. They realize they messed up. It's just not pretty. I think they need one more. GG's. See, I don't know whether they... Let's check the race room. Yeah, they're just asking now what happens. So they must not check it. I'm assuming they'll come in here for a happy fun time. And we're joined by Skele. GG's.
GG's, thanks.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you weren't looking at the race time during the race.
I saw later that he forfeited.
Yeah, so he tried to do the STC in the back of Skull to skip the mummy room, and we think it hardlocked. We're not super totally sure what happened, but when he'd reloaded his save file, he lost a ton of progress.
Oh,
He
yeah,
lost
that really sucked.
almost everything, and it was basically insurmountable. I think you were slightly ahead, but he might have had a better plan. He had all the information for the dungeons. He knew that Swamp was a crystal, and he was going to delete the Turtle Rock Big Door through Mire. So it would have been pretty close, but I don't know. It's hard to say who would have won.
Okay.
All things considered, but yeah, it looked like you were still... You beat Argus and you collected the prize because you didn't know what that was, and it didn't seem like you had a solid plan for Turtle Rock.
Yeah, so I know there's a way you can like delete the big key door, but I don't know how. And by the time I was really thinking about it, I noticed the forfeit, so I was like, well, let's just wait till I find
find the big
second
key
bottle, yeah, or the big key, yeah. But the second bottle was like mentally my go mode.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were familiar with that, but I think that's a pretty common YBA for people to know.
Yeah, yeah, I was ready to do the double YBA.
Mm-hmm. And it also, depending on whether the hook shot turned up, you had the lamp. They never got the lamp because you got it through the fake powder.
Yeah, that was a nice
find. That would have sped you up a lot had you found the hook shot, but I don't know. I have no concept of where it is. Probably in GT.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like in the early game, you kind of did things in the opposite order of each other, and it worked out a little better for you than it did for them. They did pod earlier, and they got the Moon Pearl, and you had more of the glitching tools. You got the bottle early, you got the cane early. You seem to have made a little bit more progress through that.
Yeah, the first like half hour or so of this felt super comfy because it's like they gave you the glitching tools, like the bottle and the cane, or at least I found them. But at the same time, like you could just do a lot of glitchless routing too. So, I mean, I ended up doing like a lot of dungeons just in the proper states because it worked out that way.
Yeah, you just went the cold stairs through the front door with the mitts and then used the hammer to get in.
Yeah, same with Thieves Town. Like I was getting ready to do the YBA to Thieves Town, but then I found Big Key anyway. I was like, I might as well just do it normally. Like, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's too much to commentate on, just because it was shortly after the Thieves Town visit for them. They went to Skullwoods to go beat that, and then the issue happened. So there wasn't much to compare other than the early games, and you mostly did opposite things. So I don't know. Do you have any opinions or feelings about the seed or the race in general? You did win the best of 3, so you're going to move ahead to round 3 against an unknown opponent. But yeah, do you have any thoughts or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely really unfortunate with the crash. It's kind of crazy that that's the STC that did it for him, because I actually like to do that one just for the speed.
Are you on the Super Nintendo on the FX pack?
I'm on Super NT on FX pack.
Okay. And that trick works fine for you. The chat was saying that sometimes it goes slower in Randomizer, but they never said about it crashing. So we don't know. We don't know if something else caused that.
Yeah, I've never had it crash on me, but I've been reading a lot of other people say lately that like certain VRAM things are causing crashes that people haven't been expecting. So with that in mind, I just didn't do it this time because there's no need. It barely saves any time, if any.
Yeah, they tried to do the room the normal way initially and got wall mastered, and then they kind of mentally said, "Screw this! I'll just skip the room," and then they got hard locked. So it's pretty unfortunate. It's probably not the last time we'll see that in the tournament, but it does suck to see.
Yeah, that's a shame for sure. Overall, I felt like I played this one pretty well. I feel like I played a lot better than the first one, but unfortunately, this one didn't really end up being a race.
Yeah.
But I guess that just happens sometimes with these crazy modes.
Crazy glitch modes.
I'm looking at the brackets now, and it seems when people play their races, your opponent will either be Nobly, Tracefire, or Krithel. Do you have any feeling about those particular people, those players?
Krithel, I think, would destroy me.
Krithel is pretty good. However, I haven't seen them playing very much, so I don't know. I feel like he doesn't derust, or he doesn't rust in this mode. He's probably just always good. So he just knows what to do and how to do it.
Yeah, so if it ends up being Krithel, that'll be scary, but I'm just here to have fun. This mode is super fun to play. I don't really care if I win or lose, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm similar. I don't expect to do super well. I just like to show up and participate and make the tournament happen for all the glitch bros.
Yeah, it's really, really fun. It's a lot more fun than glitchless, in my opinion.
Yeah,
as someone who also races a lot of glitchless.
As somebody who joined the Casual Boots tournament, I definitely want to pull my hair out every time I schedule a race. So, yeah, I agree with that totally. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add. If you have anything you want to bring up or anything like that.
No, just thanks for the restream and GG's to dotdot.
Yeah, GG's. It was a fun race while it lasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll call that it. Thanks to the race, thanks for the restream, SpeedGaming, and thanks to the viewers. All right, we'll see everyone later.